Before we get this episode of the Metabolism Men up and running, for context, I don't really know why I did this, but I said that if the Thunder won the NBA championship, then I would celebrate, I guess, by revealing my two middle names, since people have always wondered about him for a while. And for the most part, I've been able to keep it secret for the most part. Yeah, I guess I was kind of thinking that if they lost, then I wouldn't have to reveal anything. And that would make me, I guess, kind of happy. But then we actually ended up winning, which is great. But now I have to do something I've been holding in for years now. So I don't want to take any more of your time to start this episode of the podcast. I will reveal my middle names as promised here. If you don't care about this, you can just skip to whatever you see on the screen right now. But to finally reveal my two middle names, aka what the BC stand for in JBC, Blake Chandler. You're welcome. Now you know what they are. Now, please enjoy this episode of the Metabolism Men. By the way, we had technical difficulties with it because people kept disconnecting. So because of that, it's not going to be edited nearly as well as the other ones. I just wanted to get this episode out because it would have been too hard to correct everything. So enjoy it. We have a very good guest, Noel Rodriguez, and I'll let other me and Hayden take it from here. So thank you and enjoy. Welcome to another episode of the Metabolism Men. Welcome back. It's been a little bit. My name is Jamin.
Hayden here.
And today we have a special guest. We have a guest that's been a long time coming. You know, it's a person we've been trying to have. We technically did have you on like last year in the but not as an actual guest. But I'll just let the man like introduce himself at this point. Who are you?
What's up, everybody? My name is Noel from Jersey. Last time you guys saw me, it was kind of just to break up the friend group low key. It was just a question that was out of pocket, but I low key been wanting to be on here for a long time, so it's good to be here finally.
About time.
Yes, sir. And if y'all remember in the last episode, I said that we would have a guest in here that we've never had before. I told you, I promised y'all. And now, I mean, technically, again, he's been on here, but not as a guest, you know, to actually talk about everything. So this is going to be really exciting. Man, how have you been, man?
Pretty good, man. Pretty good. How are you guys?
Good, man. Good. Your background changed a little bit. What happened?
Yeah, no, I had to respawn in a different spot, man.
Yeah, it's all good. Don't worry about it. Yeah, dude. So we're really happy. I've known you for, I want to say since 2019. Yeah, because I met you because of Josh, and but we've never like hung out for real. But I'm gonna be in PA like this summer. We definitely got to do something for sure. Like, even if it's just like grabbing food, you know. We definitely just got taught, you know, for real. But I've known you for a hot minute, and you've been saying you wouldn't like, want to be on the podcast, and you also know Hayden as well. Matter of fact, we actually linked up. What was it, like a few months ago in April, at the picnic. Oh, you killed it on the grill. A round of applause for Noel on the grill, man.
Appreciate it.
You know, it's okay. You can clap for yourself. It was good.
Thank you, man. Appreciate it.
He's like, no, stop.
No,
He's
do
like,
it.
Gotta stay humble.
No, do it. And yeah, there we go.
Noel, clap. There we go.
Yeah. So today, I had a couple different ideas for what I wanted to, you know, talk about with you. But I wanted to keep this light, you know, just something that isn't on some like crazy stuff for real.
Not something serious.
And just have like an honest discussion about, you know, foods that you think are underrated.
Oh yeah.
So, before we get into this, I want to bring up the definition of the word underrated because a lot of people don't know how to use it, interesting enough.
Right.
Underrated means something or someone is valued or appreciated less than they deserve. Now,
right.
People have used the word underrated to talk about stuff like, yo, man,
SpongeBob is underrated, bro.
Yo, High School Musical is so underrated. I'm just like, yo, it went into theaters. It's the only Disney Channel original movie to go
Like
into
y'all
theaters.
remember the Superman comics? Man, this is
Yeah, like
underrated,
Superman is an
For
bro.
real, for
underrated
real.
character, but like a lot of people don't really grasp what that means. And I think part of it is people just aren't aware, perhaps, how popular like something might be.
Yeah,
So
Yeah.
maybe there's just not a lot of awareness there.
yeah.
But I wanted to really like dig deep and talk about just like underrated stuff.
This
So
is off topic, but I feel like Superman compared to other superheroes is underrated. Like when compared to other superheroes, not in
uh,
general. Like Superman is not underrated, but compared to others, I
I mean,
feel
I
like.
feel like his values, and I'm not going to get into it, but
Yeah,
yeah,
that's a different
he's
episode. That's like a
awesome.
different podcast, different
Completely
episode.
different podcast. Yeah. But we're gonna get into it. The order will be Noel, Hayden, and then myself.
Okay.
Talking about underrated foods. The order in which I have it on the Google Docs is not how we're gonna do it. That was just like what came to my head. So you're gonna have to do a little, looking around for it. But to start us off light, we're gonna go with most underrated chips. So Noel, what was your pick for the most underrated chip? So basically, to explain it to everyone who's watching, we have about like six different categories. Most underrated, this, that, and the third, or I guess I should say like this, that, and the sixth. But and so it's all different stuff, and we're gonna have to name what is the most underrated, thing in our opinion. And so I'm very curious to see what you have to say. So for chips, where do you go? And please don't say like Lay's potato or something.
Well, it's Lay's,
That's fine.
but it's a flavor that I think I'm not sure if they just recently came out with this flavor because I only saw it in stores like maybe a couple months ago.
Hmm.
It's the sweet and spicy ones that they have. Um,
Mmm.
they kind
Wait,
of
sweet and
taste like,
spicy.
yeah, they kind of like, I
Look
don't know if
that
it's
up.
like barbecue or something, but it's spicy at the same time. It's a specific sweet and spicy Lay's that came out. Um,
Oh,
they're
sweet and
super
spicy.
nice.
Oh, sweet and spicy honey.
Yeah, I think that's what it is. Yeah, yeah. Those.
Those are
It's like a
good.
red. It's
Yeah.
like a red bag. Um,
Yeah.
I think they're underrated chips. Um,
Mm.
every time I've tried to suggest them to people to bring to a party, they look at me and they're like, "Nah, bro, like get Tostitos." And I'm like, "Bro, come on, man."
I feel that. I feel that.
Jesus. Wow.
So, I mean, how long have you been eating them, and how did you discover them?
It was actually for. Oh no, it actually wasn't for anything. We were just being big backs, and I was hungry, and I wanted a bag of chips. So we ended up getting like the family pack one because we are all the way in Philly, and I was like, I'm driving home, so I'm like, I'm hungry, man. Like I need something to eat. So
I feel
just
that.
just saw them on the shelf, and I was like, oh, I don't really like. The thing is, I don't really like Lay's, like the original Lay's, too much,
Yeah.
or like sour cream. I love sour cream and onion, but like I just don't like the Lay's chips too much. But when I saw sweet and spicy, I was
Mm.
like, let me try this out. So. It surprisingly is
So
really good, but
it's a
apparently
nice
not a.
choice.
From what I've heard, not a lot. From what I've seen from my friend group, but not a lot of people like them. But
So, on a scale of 1 to 5, in terms of just how much like you would recommend it to anyone, what would you do?
oh yeah, five definitely.
5.
Yeah, because
Okay.
it's not like a heat that like you
Yeah.
can't
Right.
you can't what's that word?
What, just like take or like fathom or
Like it's not a
Uh,
heat that like is annoying heat. Like
yeah,
you've eaten something
yeah.
spicy and it's
And
like I
it's
can't
like,
even eat
yeah,
this anymore. It's like
it's
yeah.
too
not
much.
offensive.
It's not overwhelming. Yeah.
I
Um.
can vouch for Noel. Those chips are pretty good.
Yeah. But at the
So
same
Okay.
time, it's sweet, so it's perfect
yeah,
combination.
yeah.
Maybe we'll have to do a follow-up episode where we actually try, like some of these, or at least the stuff that we haven't tried. All right, Hayden, most underrated trips. Thank you, Noel.
Mhm.
Well, I'm gonna have to go with the Utz brand red hot flavored the red hot chips.
Mm.
Um, in fact, I actually just picked some up from Dollar General just now, before we started. I think those are great. I never really hear anybody talk about them. Matter of fact, I don't really see people like eat Utz at all. Like I feel like it's just always either Lay's or like Doritos. Like it's never like I never see Utz. Utz is the Utz brand is underrated. Not I mean screw the flavor. Utz is underrated, but specifically, I love the red hot flavor, the best, and I think they're great.
Got
On a
you.
scale of 1 through 5 of recommending it to others, I mean, I personally really like them. That doesn't mean somebody else will. I mean, maybe like a 4, just because like I don't think they're like objectively like every person on the planet would love them, but I think they're amazing. They're like they're addictive. So
Like the thing with Utz, is that they're
technically
very
it's oats, but
Utz.
not bad,
I
not
like
bad.
Utz better.
Call it
It sounds more
Utes.
natural, yeah.
Utes.
Yeah, Utes.
I think the
Eucalyptus.
problem with those is that, and not it's not necessarily a problem. It's just they're really old, and so they've
Hmm.
been around for like a long time, and so more popular chips have kind of come out like since then. You have Lay's, you have other stuff that's in that
Yeah.
like same like kind of brand, and so like Ruffles, so just other stuff in
Yeah.
general that have just kind of become a little more popular. You don't really see a lot of Utz commercials. You don't see a lot of
Yeah.
like sponsorships with like athletes or whatever. You're not going to see like I don't know Anthony Davis
Yeah.
on a bag of Utz.
It's a little bit more of like an under the radar chip brand,
Yeah, exactly.
you
Yeah,
know.
A forgotten brand.
forgotten
Yeah.
brand. I feel
They're
like that's what
goated,
it
in my
is. It
opinion.
kind of just went into the back of like people's minds after a while.
Yeah. I haven't forgot about him. But still
Yeah,
has my heart.
You're a real one, Hayden.
Thank you, Noel. All right, Jamin.
thank you. So like Noel, I actually tried to bring these to the picnic, and a lot of people were strongly against these. I don't think it's necessarily that it's like, oh, you've never heard of these, or sorry, there's scissors in my hands. They were on my desk,
Whoa.
and yeah, I should
Be careful with
that would have been
those.
weird.
He's
It's like,
taking
oh
this
my,
serious.
yeah. If you disagree, no.
Yeah.
Not that I think these are like crazy, like oh, like no one's ever had these, or like no one's ever tried them. It's not that. I just think like the chips I'm about to name, in my opinion, are the greatest chips of all time. Just straight
Okay.
up.
The greatest? Okay.
Like that's why I feel that's underrated because in that kind of like discussion,
Right, right.
we're
Okay.
gonna go Tostitos lime, like the big like party size ones.
Oh wow. Okay.
I don't think they're like, again like oh I've never had these before. I mean, it's possible that you haven't. I understand that there's like some people that's like oh we can't really have that with like hummus or other stuff that you want to dip chips in, but like I've torn through entire bags in like one day. Just like I'm watching a show or a movie, just eating the whole thing. And those are big bags, dude. And they don't come in small ones either, like other chips. So they
Yeah.
come in the big like bags. You can only really get them like in party size. So for me, I'm gonna go with that one. On a scale of 1 to 5, or a scale of 1 to 5, I'm gonna give it a 5, low key. I'd say the issue with them is that they can get like a little pointy, where if you're just like eating a bunch of them, like
Yeah, it can
sometimes
hurt.
you can. That's why I try to avoid them after I have my wisdom
The
teeth
ones that
removed.
say hint of lime on it.
Yeah.
Right.
Have you had them?
Yeah, those are good.
I love those. I love those, dude. To me, they're just the greatest. They're so incredibly tasty.
Yeah. I should
Um,
get some.
yeah, I'm
Good.
gonna leave right now. No.
Yeah.
Um,
That's a good podcast.
so yeah, I'll give it a 5. I really think they are the
Yeah.
greatest chips of all time.
All right.
We're gonna move on. Talking about most underrated cereal. Oh well, what do you think?
Y'all are gonna hate me on this. All
Oh
right.
boy.
People say Cheerios. No.
I don't like cereal at all. I don't eat cereal. I don't drink milk. I haven't drank milk since like 2008,
There's a
probably.
reason why we haven't had Noel on this podcast yet.
But there's only one cereal that I like. Okay. It's Captain Crunch, but it has to be all berries. Just
That's
all
a good
berries.
Okay,
pull.
okay.
That's a good pull.
That's
That's
it.
good.
Just all berries.
I'm not
I
gonna lie.
like
Yeah,
I
you got
like
it.
the Lucky Charms, but it also has to be only the marshmallows, and that's it.
That's crazy. You're gonna
Well,
just have
okay.
a whole bowl of sugar
Yeah, I
for
don't know
Yeah.
if that
breakfast.
counts, but
It's
yeah.
just diabetes.
Just straight up diabetes. That's
Lucky
interesting.
diabetes.
I was raised on Captain Crunch. I think it's a very good cereal.
Yeah.
But at first when you say Captain Crunch, I'm just like, Captain Crunch is kind of like out there though. But then you said the crunch, where it's just all berries. I think the box is like, oops, it's all berries or something.
Yep. Yep.
That's a good pull. What? That's a good pull. I respect that heavy.
Gotcha, man.
I don't like those necessarily because I like to have a little bit of balance with the
Yeah.
berries and the regular.
Yeah.
But that's a very good pull. I respect that heavy. What would be like a recommendation scale? Let's go 1 to 5.
Again, I don't really like cereal, so that's like a 3 or a 4.
Man,
Just because
what?
I bet you if I love cereal, like that's something I ate every single day, then heck yeah, 5. But like if I gotta eat cereal, it has to be that because I don't eat any other cereals, man.
What is it about like the concept of cereal that you don't like?
I don't know. I think maybe it's because it gets soggy with milk, or just I don't really like the. I don't know if it's the smell of milk or the taste of milk that I don't like. Just that and the combination of berry smell in your nose at the same
Yeah.
time. I don't know what it is. I have no idea what it
I've
is.
met I've met people who, don't like milk at all. So I mean,
I
I
think
can
it's just a
understand
mental
that.
thing. It's just a mental thing
Yeah.
probably. But like with cereals that are actually just like oats and stuff like that, I just don't like oats. That's oatmeal. I can't eat that. It tastes
I
nasty.
don't blame you.
Or yeah. Honey bunches of oats is good, but only because it has that hint of honey on it. But
Yeah.
other than that, I don't really like anything else.
Interesting. Okay. I like what you be thinking. Hayden, what's your
Uh,
pick?
Crave cereal. Um, is I didn't know how you were gonna feel about me calling that cereal underrated, but I believe it is. Like, I think people just kind of dismiss it, or maybe people try it once and like, but it's actually like it's actually kind of crazy, bro. And especially like towards the end of it, Crave Milk is probably like top three cereal milks as far as like after like you finish the cereal.
Mhm.
Because there's like literally like actual chocolate in each little thing. It's not like Special K where like, you pour a bowl and you get like maybe three pieces of chocolate and you have to eat the flakes and like not and pretend like you like it, even though like you're really just trying to eat the chocolate. Crave, it's like every bite has like chocolate in it. And it's like actual chocolate, not like fake chocolate. So it's actually great. And that's my pick.
Okay. There's like I know there's like multiple I think like flavors. Which
There's
one
like
is your
different
favorite?
types of Crave. Yeah. Well, just the original, like
The
original
original? Okay.
Crave. Yeah, yeah. Yep.
My pick for most underrated cereal is actually my favorite cereal of all time, Life.
Oh,
Um,
yeah, you know what? It's actually fun. Yeah, I was thinking about that. I was thinking about that too. Life.
Life to me, especially like the cinnamon one, is
Mm,
such an incredibly good cereal.
it is.
I also think it's up there with just like something, but I
Yeah.
feel like there's no, character on it. There's no, crazy stuff on it. It's just a white box with, the letters on it. So I can understand why it would be, because I feel like there are
Yeah.
people that put it in the same like categories like Special K and stuff like that, but it's really not. Like it's a
Yeah.
really good cereal.
It's good.
Um, I love everything about it. The milk
And
tastes great afterwards.
the texture of it,
The
like the
texture,
texture when you bite
and
it.
I'll give you another thing. Actually, yeah, about the texture. You know how it has the small little like parts of like cinnamon on them.
Mhm.
Whereas, like, yeah, it also is one of the very few cereals that still tastes pretty good when it's like soggy. Not completely soggy, but like it still tastes pretty
It's a good
decent when it's
flavor, yeah.
soggy. Yeah. I've been eating it since I was a kid. I kind of want to like buy it again soon. It's so incredibly good. Just like
What if
straight up.
what if I was just like Frosted Flakes is my underrated pick?
I would end the episode here. No, like I love Life, the cereal, not my actual life,
Yeah.
but I love Life cereal. Have to make sure everyone knows what I'm talking
Yeah,
about.
clarify. Yeah.
Yeah, dude.
Okay.
So it's weird too. You never see any commercials for Life. I feel like it's one of
I
those
don't think I've
cereals that
ever seen
just
a commercial ever.
I haven't
um
have I? I
maybe
think I
like
have.
I think they were
Like a
probably
while ago.
it was probably more popular like in the 90s perhaps, but like nowadays I don't see like any commercials for it.
I think I recall maybe seeing like one or two life commercials in my lifetime, like ever. Maybe that's why it's called life, because you only see one in your lifetime. You only see one commercial and
That's a
that's it.
bar. You just have to catch it. It's
So
like, look, there it is, and then you'll never
yeah,
see
and
it
if
again.
you don't catch it, then it's like you just forget about it. It's like, well,
Yeah,
that's
It's a
life. All right.
privilege
it's a
to see the
privilege to see
Yep.
a
commercial.
life
It's
commercial.
privileged to eat life. Damn,
Yeah,
that's crazy. All right.
privilege to eat life. Yeah,
Damn.
man.
Yeah,
It's a bar.
wow.
All right, let's do candy.
Hmm.
Oh, this one's good, guys.
Skittles,
My
motherfucker.
underrated candy.
M&M's.
No.
Chocolate.
Hershey, no.
Chocolate.
Peach
Hershey Kiss.
rings.
Sorry, what?
Peach rings.
Peach.
Oh,
Oh,
peach rings. Oh, okay.
okay.
I love
Yeah.
peach rings. Peach rings is like
Interesting.
my favorite candy ever. Everybody
Okay.
hates them, so I get them all to myself. I don't have to share them with
I don't know why
anybody
people would hate them. They're
in my
good.
family.
Your
Vanessa
whole
doesn't like
family
them,
hates them.
so whenever I get a bag, I know that I bag the bag, bro. It's for me only.
Was that a childhood like thing, or did you discover like later in your life?
I think so. Peach rings and those blue gummy sharks, yeah, those were like my
Mm.
childhood candies. Um, but yeah, definitely the peach rings are definitely one of my favorite. I feel like they're underrated.
Wow, yeah, I can't even imagine the taste right now. I haven't had one. Like, I feel like I have had it before, but it's been like a long time. I'm gonna have to try it actually.
It's really good.
So, where do you be getting your bags from? Just like any store, or
Oh yeah, definitely. You got to get it from like those shady gas stations, though. Those are the best ones. They come in
noted?
Best ones.
the ones that come in like a bag that looks like it was just freshly stapled and like it just says $1 on it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you mix it up with an Arizona fruit punch.
Mm,
Best combo ever, bro.
Those are great. I love those.
Best
sounds
combo
good.
ever.
That sounds good. All right, I respect it. On a scale of 1 to 5,
6, bro. I give it 6
6.
for
Like to
sure.
recommend it to others. Like
Yeah.
that's what the scale means. Yeah, okay.
Yep.
All
Um,
right, Hayden. So Hayden,
yes.
your pick for your favorite candy. I mean, your most underrated candy.
Right, right. Cowtails.
Wait, what
Uh,
was it?
cowtails. You know
Explain.
cowtails?
I don't think I've ever heard of that.
So have you guys seen the I'm gonna just pull a picture on my phone real quick. These right here. Bro.
Yeah, no, I've definitely seen them and I've had them too.
Oh, okay. I think so. I've never
Um,
had one before.
I think they're amazing. I think they're like one of the best candies like ever. Like they just taste. They have a like a texture that is like unlike any other candy and taste too. Like it's just like it's like a caramel um uh exterior and then inside there's like cream and it's great. Like there's nothing else like it in my opinion. Like I just feel like it's a forgotten candy. Like I never see anybody eating them. I haven't heard a mention of them ever. Like I just see them around and I've always been getting them and I think they're great. And I feel like I'm the only person on the planet that still eats them, but they're amazing. They're so good. I love them. I love cowtails so much. And there are different flavors. I just like the original. But honestly, they're all good. Like there's a chocolate instead of caramel being the outer layer, it's like chocolate. But anyway, yeah, cowtails.
To some extent, I'm with you.
I would recommend them like 5 out of 5, 6 out of 5 to anybody.
To some extent, I'm with you. Oh, my fan's still on. There you go. Yeah, like I said, to some extent, I'm with you, but I've had okay, I went through a phase where I used to love them. Anytime I would go to Wawa or if I was at
Okay,
like
yeah.
the vending machine, I would just always buy them. I would eat them. I thought they were great, but I've had too many at this point, and I
It's ruined your
can't stand
taste
them
for them.
anymore.
Really?
So it's one of those things where I don't
Why
personally
not though? Explain that though.
just too much. Like the taste of it was just too much. I've had just like so much of it. Everything that
You
you
spoiled
explained,
your own taste for them.
everything that you explain like why you like them is why I can't stand them. Uh,
Really?
the
Ooh.
same thing happened to me with Rice Krispies. I ate so much of them. I was like, I can't eat it anymore. I used to love
I
them.
don't really like those either, but you know,
I like
So I can kind of understand it,
that's
but
fair. That's fair. Yeah.
I'm personally not with you. A 6 out of 5 is crazy though.
No,
But
I would want anybody and everybody to try Mufaso.
I
hey,
don't
you
think
know
I've ever
what?
had one in my life, so
It's gonna
Hey,
stick
Noel,
to it.
you
No, I'm playing.
no, no, good. Don't listen to him.
Wow, yeah. So mine is an actual good candy this time. No, I'm kidding. Um, I discovered these when I was on a field trip in 2012 to
dang.
Wolf Preserve in New Jersey,
Wow,
and
got some lore to it.
got some lore to it. There's a lot of other lore of stuff that happened that day. If my mom's watching this, she knows exactly what happened that day
Oh god.
before I went to the field trip. We're not going to talk about it. especially because this is a
Not the
food
time and place
podcast.
for it.
But that day, after we were all about to leave or whatever, I went into the gift shop and I had my first ever bag of Razzles.
Ooh, yep,
The candy that at first it starts off like normal candy, but it turns into gum.
yep.
Now, mind you, I had the regular ones, but then I had the sour ones.
Hmm.
One of the greatest candies of all time, bro. Straight up. It's so good.
When Jamin came over to one time Jamin stayed at my house and he introduced me to sour razzles. And yeah,
Life
that,
was
that
life
was that
changing.
that was that was quite the I was enlightened.
Yeah,
Let's
dude.
just to put it lightly.
Razzles are and the gum part of it, it's still good. It definitely loses its taste after a while, but it's still really good.
It's
Have you
good
had
gum,
any,
yeah.
Noel?
Let me look them up because I feel like I've heard of that before because of how you described it, but
Because there's three. There's the normal one, there's the sour ones, and then the tropical ones. I don't think I've had the tropical ones. I only buy the sour ones.
Sour
oh
one's
yeah, I've
good.
definitely had these before, but I've never had the sour ones before.
Ah, man, they're so good. This is one of the tastiest, just like straight up candies
Yeah.
out there. It's incredible. Whoever made Razzle, I hope Razzles like always stay in business. I don't know like what company makes them, but they're so good. And again, it's another thing where I've never seen a commercial for it. Never once have I seen a commercial for it.
Camera
But
Yeah.
almost fell off.
you good?
Yeah, camera almost fell off the whole flight at the top. My bad. We good.
All good. But yeah, dude, so good. I love Razzles. Hey, shout out to whoever uh created Razzles.
Oh, Loki, can I mention another candy
Yeah,
that I
sure.
feel like doesn't get spoken of a lot?
Yeah, sure.
This is a random one that just came to mind. Now that I've seen a picture of Razzles, um, those like grandma candies, but they're like
The strawberries.
Oh, Werther's? Oh, no, the
they're like
strawberry. Oh, yeah. No?
they're strawberry flavor, blueberry flavor, grape flavor, but they have like a powder on top.
Ooh,
They're like powdery.
I don't know
Oh.
what he's talking about.
It's not wrapped in like a
No, they come in like a tin can. Like it's almost
oh.
like a
What?
can you pop off the like an Altoid can almost.
No, I don't know
No,
what you're talking
I'm talking
about.
about some homemade stuff.
It's like
It's
Yeah.
not even
some 1940s
He's like, wait,
candy.
y'all haven't had those? Like, no, bro. It was
yeah, like
your
what?
specific
Like
grandmother that
only
was
his
making them.
grandma made those, yeah.
Yeah.
No. Trust me. Look, I trust me. They just like we had a party
What do they call? What
recently.
was the brand? I mean,
Um,
tell us about it.
Dang, I don't even know what they're called. Like I'm looking it up right now, like the description, and it's telling me like retro sours. I don't even know what that is. It's a hard candy. Like
Okay. With a
think of
powder on?
like a lifesaver, like a hard lightsaver, a lifesaver with powder all over it, but they're like mixed fruit candies. Like
And
there's
they're
grape
sour.
flavor. No, they're not even sour. They're just like sweet. Um, Something like that. Yeah, kind of like that. Those are pretty good though. Those are pretty good.
Interesting.
But after a while, I feel like you start getting nauseous, like
That's
eating
fair.
them too much because they're
Yeah.
like they're so
Like
good.
Jamie with
Like
cattails
what
get
Jamin, yeah,
nauseous after a
exactly.
while.
Like what Jamin was saying, like you eat so much because they're really good, but then you start getting like nauseous and like you don't want to eat anymore. But they're
Gotta
pretty good.
pace yourself.
Yeah. Wow. Yeah, that's interesting pull. I had never heard of those. I gotta look into those. All right, we got three more. Most underrated dessert.
Hmm.
Noel, what you got for us?
Most underrated dessert. Um, like ice cream counts, right?
Yeah.
Nah.
I'm gonna get
No, it's not
dissed.
dessert. Yeah.
Not
I'm gonna
ice
get
cream, just not ice
I'm gonna
cream.
get dissed for this. Rainbow sherbet ice cream, the one that's green and orange.
Okay.
It's one of
Okay.
my. Is that underrated, you think, or
I think
no?
that's a good pick. I think that's a good pick. I don't like agree, but I think that's a good pick if you're
But
saying
that's
that's
why he's saying
underrated.
it's underrated, is because
Yeah,
we don't
yeah,
agree. That's why
yeah.
he's yeah.
It's a good pick.
That's what makes it a
So
good pick.
I like that one.
Where would that rank in terms of ice cream, I guess like flavors to you?
Oh, for me, no, that's not. I feel like that's not like an ice cream flavor that's like super high, like for
Okay.
me. Like I
Just think
think
it's
my
underrated.
like top flavor would be like probably like chocolate chip cookie dough, um,
Yeah.
vanilla. I don't like chocolate ice cream. I don't like it too much, but like I think rainbow sherbet would probably be under that. Um, but yeah, I like it. Not a lot of people like it, but I like the sweetness to it that it has. I think it's pretty good.
Nice. I forgot to add, I would recommend my Razzles 5 out of 5. I don't know if I did Life either, but I'll give Life probably like a 3. Like I think it's really good, but like it's not something I'm like, oh, like you have to try it if you haven't. No, like it's good, but it's not like that good.
Yeah,
Like
right.
groundbreaking. All right, Hayden, what you got first?
Mine isn't a specific like brand or anything like that, but tiramisu.
That's interesting because
Mm.
I was thinking tiramisu, not for me, but like I thought that someone was gonna choose tiramisu.
Yeah, tiramisu for sure is underrated. I feel like I've seen a lot like people it's polarizing. Like people have mixed like
Yeah, that's
opinions
true.
on it. But I love it. I think it's great. Like I think no matter where you get it, like I could just pick up like some tiramisu like for $5 at like my local. Like I got like a Doughboys near me, this pizza place, and they have tiramisu. It's great. But like I'll get it at a restaurant if they have it. Is when I'll get it. Um, yeah, bro. Love
All
that
right.
stuff.
Good to hear. Good to hear. Mine is kind of like in the same boat as when I was talking about the chips, where I said it's not that these are like you've never heard these. All of us have had it. Um, but like it's to the point where I think like again, it's one of those things that you probably don't eat a lot as an adult. Hayden might know where I'm going with this because we've spoken about it recently, and I've been addicted to him recently. But we're gonna go with you remember
Oh, yeah.
like those ice pops that came in those tubes, like the clear like plastic tubes, and they're
Yeah,
long.
yeah.
They're like almost a foot long.
Yeah.
I got like I guess maybe like a bag of those recently.
And let me just pull a picture just in case anybody's
I
unfamiliar.
think everyone knows what they are, but
Well,
Those
I
are
know,
really
but
good.
there might be somebody out there that
They
doesn't
come in
know.
like the fishnet packaging.
yes, the fishnets.
Yeah.
Is it
Oh,
bad that
yeah, yeah.
I used to drink them when they were like
Yeah,
I
that's
did
kind of crazy.
there were some times I just didn't put them in the freezer, I just drank them.
No, I
Or
would do that too. Wait, these right here.
Yeah, dude,
yeah, those are really good.
so good. Um, I recently bought a bag of them, and I had one good, another good, and then I started to realize, wait, whoa, hold on, wait a
Oh,
minute.
yeah.
These are actually really good to the point where I think it's one of the best desserts of all time. If you want to count it as a dessert, I think it counts.
Okay.
Um, like
Well,
I
like, what? Okay, well, like, would you count like a popsicle as a dessert?
I think so because there's nothing
So
else to,
yeah, so then it's
yeah,
like the same thing. Yeah,
yeah, there's nothing else to really, like
it's not a
categorize
candy,
it on. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, but which of those is your favorite though?
Like what
Like of
flavor?
those, yeah, which of those
Yeah, that's a good
flavors?
Maybe
question.
like orange or grape.
Okay.
I like
Okay.
all of them except pineapple. But like, dude,
Pineapple flavored things in general are not that
they're
great,
always bad. Yeah.
Yeah.
I
except for
would
like
go
soda.
I would go like through these like times where I would just be chilling in my room and I would bring like like 6 of them upstairs. And I would just be watching TV, just eating those ice pops one after the other. And we're like last month, I was binge watching a show that for the rest of my life, I'm gonna just associate with ice pops.
Now, do you think
Um,
you're gonna get tired of them like those Cowtails or Rice Krispies?
I am not because I finished my packet a few weeks ago, and I'm not gonna buy another one until maybe like next month.
Hmm.
So
Hmm.
I'm gonna have to like spread it out. You know what I mean?
You're limiting yourself.
I'm gonna have to start a new show,
Gotta pace,
and
gotta pace yourself
yeah,
a little bit.
exactly, yeah.
Too
But
many ice pops.
I'm giving those a 10 out of 5. I truly think it's one of the greatest things ever. Like, because as kids, we're like, yeah, like after the pool, we'll eat them and they're good. No, like I take it
Yeah,
seriously.
yeah,
I take those seriously. Like how I know I'm an adult now, whatever. I take those seriously
they're good.
more than anyone else. I'm staring directly into my camera. I
You're
love
addressing the
those,
person
dude.
watching right now.
I'm addressing you.
Breaking the
Yeah.
fourth wall.
I'm breaking the fourth wall. But yeah, they're really good. 10 out of 5. Um, we got 2 more. Most underrated fast food menu item.
Oh man. What's
Noel.
next? Oh,
This
fast food.
is a
Okay.
tough one. I feel like fast food is so good though. That's the problem. So this is really a
To
tough
say
one.
anything's underrated feels a little like
Yeah.
how is anything underrated? Yeah.
Um, Originally, I had thought of the what was it that I was thinking? Dang it, my mind went completely blank. The Wendy's, the what is their? Oh, the Baconator, but the breakfast Baconator
Okay.
Okay.
I think I know what
Yeah.
you're talking about.
has like bacon,
It's an interesting
sausage,
poll.
egg,
It is an
has like
interesting
egg.
pull.
Um, I think the Wendy's breakfast Baconator is pretty underrated. I didn't know what else to pick really because it's like I can't say, oh, the Big Mac's
Noel's
underrated.
kind of had like the best polls today. I'm gonna be honest.
I
Like,
respect it. I respect it. That's a
I don't know,
good
man.
pull.
Like this one was tough because it's like I said, like I was gonna say just something I really like, but like I can't say the Chick-fil-A chicken sandwich because
you're right.
as you
Like
guys know, like
McDonald's fries.
we had police conducting traffic when the Chick-fil-A chicken sandwich came out. So that's not
Yeah.
an answer I could say. So it's not
Right.
underrated. But like something I just probably don't hear enough about is probably the breakfast baconator from Wendy's.
Right?
That's good.
And the 1 to 5.
Mm, I would recommend it probably 3 out of 5.
Okay.
Nothing too crazy.
Respect, respect. Hayden.
I am also going to Wendy's for this one. Just Wendy's. Okay, Wendy's fries in general. Just Wendy's fries. I think are underrated. I think when you bring up the topic of fries or the conversations about like fast food fries, like everybody just kind of goes straight to McDonald's fries or like I don't know, like Five Guys like fries or something like that. But and like no, like nobody like they people just dismiss Wendy's fries. Wendy's fries are so good, bro. They're so like especially like in ketchup. Oh man, like you can actually see like actual chunks of salt on them, bro. And like they're you can tell they're actually from like a potato. McDonald's fries, who knows what? Not that that's a bad thing. I mean, I love McDonald's fries. I mean, I don't get it twisted. Like I love McDonald's fries, but
Yeah,
I think out of five, I'd probably recommend it like five. I mean, I think Wendy's fries are just not they're not given enough spotlight, you know what I mean? So that's my
they are
take.
good.
Yep.
Especially if you had them with like a vanilla milkshake.
Yeah, you dip it in a frosty, you know?
The Wendy's fries with the Frosties
Yeah.
are amazing, bro.
That's
Oh
fair.
yeah.
Sorry,
Yeah.
I had to mute because my garage door was opening, and that's always
All
loud.
right.
Um, Mine is similar to Noel's in the sense that it's also going to be a breakfast item.
Okay.
I've never seen anyone talk about the wake up wraps from Dunkin' Donuts. They're so
Mm.
good, dude.
I,
Elite.
I didn't even know they had one, man.
Go, next time you're at Dunkin', just try it. Hold on.
I think I've had those before, and I thought they were okay. I mean,
I've had like the bacon, egg, and cheese, like those morning bagels that they have. Those are pretty good.
right.
Yeah, the wake up wraps to me have just always now. Granted, the problem with them is that it depends who's making them, because sometimes like, they just throw them together and it's not good at all.
Yeah,
But like the bacon one, I like more like than the sausage one, but they're both really good. And like out of 5, I would say maybe a 4. I think it's good. Like I usually get
It's good.
like 2 of them, but if you're not all that hungry, but you still need, I guess, something as you're about to head to work or something, totally recommend a wake up wrap, 100%. As long as it's actually like well made.
Mm.
yeah.
So our
Yeah.
last one here, an extra food you want to shout out. So this should just be any category, any type of food.
Extra food that I gotta. This is not really a food. It's more like a condiment.
Okay.
Ketchup. Ketchup on everything. Not everything, everything, but like whether it's like a bad food that you're eating, if you put ketchup on it, it automatically fixes it, bro. Growing up, my mom used to make like the weirdest combinations. Like I hate sweet potato, and like she knew that she would purposely give me sweet potato. So I just, put ketchup on everything. Now she told everybody that, hey, Noel, whenever he doesn't like food, he just puts ketchup on everything. So everybody thinks I hate their food because I'm putting ketchup on like my rice or my chicken or anything. But I'm like, nah, it's just because I like ketchup on everything. So ketchup is like the top tier to me, like thing you have to have with every dish.
What's the weirdest thing you've ever put ketchup on?
One time, I think you guys were all there. We went to Buffalo Wild Wings,
I wasn't there.
and they freaked out because like I had wings, but they like I got plain boneless wings, and then the sauce on the side. You know how like you can order the sauce on the side. So I just got ketchup. I put it. I didn't dip my sauce in the. I didn't dip my wing in the sauce. So I just put it in my ketchup, and everybody was freaking out. Why is my camera crashing out like this, bro? Everybody was freaking
Gotta
out.
hurry up, bro. Right at the end, like it's gonna shut off, bro.
Everybody was freaking out when I did that because I put wings inside ketchup, which I thought was normal, but I guess not. So,
I don't
um,
think it's that crazy. Hayden,
My choice is kind of similar to Noel's in the logic that he used. Um, but I just want to shout out like hot sauce and just in general, right? Like same thing with Noel, like hot sauce. Like I feel the same way about hot sauce that he feels about ketchup. Hot sauce just makes like I hardly go a meal without using hot sauce in it,
Mhm.
straight up. Like I have specific types of hot sauces that I obviously like. In fact, you know what? I'm just gonna shout out my favorite hot sauce of all time, my literally number one favorite hot sauce. Hold on, let me pull it up.
he's got a sponsorship, guys.
Got a sponsorship?
Yeah, yeah, so yeah, basically that's what's going on. But this is my favorite hot sauce of all time. It's so good. I love this. Hold on, wait, let me make sure. Melinda's ghost pepper wing sauce. This is the best hot sauce ever invented, and I put it on literally everything. Um, and I think hot sauce is. I know this is just us shouting out food, but I think hot sauce is underrated because I feel like everybody that like I know just doesn't like hot stuff or like or
That's
just
true.
doesn't use hot sauce on anything. Like they'll season stuff, of course, but I don't know. I feel like I'm like alone in a world of like spice spice intolerance. Like nobody just everybody can't handle spice, bro.
I agree with you though, Hayden.
We'll see.
Oh,
That's
thank you, Noah.
that's an
Thanks
interesting
you.
take. Mine isn't a food at all. It's just like all of you guys, but like it's straight up not even like a food. Like it's actually a drink.
It's
This
Cobra Kai. No, I'm just
it's
kidding.
can't see it, but it's the sparkling ice drinks that come in those bottles,
Oh yeah, I know
like
exactly
the
what you're talking
plastic
about.
bottles where
The
it has
clear
like all the
ones.
flavors. Yeah,
Yeah.
it has like all the flavors, like the different. Yeah,
What's the name of it
it's
exactly?
literally just called ice.
Oh
It
yeah,
has
oh
it
yeah, I
has like
know
a
this.
picture of a
My dad
fruit in
loves
the
those.
middle,
Yeah,
and then yeah. Are
those
they
are
actually
kind
good?
of they're kind of in the same tier as like those ice pops I was talking about, where like
Okay.
they're just so good. Like I always have it with a meal. They're kind of long bottles, so I don't always have like the same bottle like every
They're
meal. I
like
kind of just
zero
split it up,
sugar
but
though, right? 'Cause that's why I don't like
yeah,
them. Because they're like, yeah,
I don't care. They're
yeah.
good to me. I like them. I mess with them. But those like I recommend those maybe 4 out of 5. I can see why a person maybe won't like them, like what Hayden said with the whole like no sugar thing, but.
Because it's not just the fact that they're zero sugar, so I don't drink them. I just like I don't like the taste of zero sugar things in general.
Yeah, I personally mess with it real like a lot, especially if it's cold. I usually buy a pack that usually lasts me about 2 weeks or so. So, but yeah, dude, I like them.
I didn't even know you could
That's a
buy them in
fair pick.
packs
Oh yeah.
Yeah, yeah, you can,
I get
yeah.
them in packs at like Lowe's, I think.
at Lowe's.
Um, oh, sorry, excuse me. In North Carolina, there's another Lowe's. That's
Yeah,
not it has
different
nothing
laws,
Oh,
to
I
yeah.
was about to
do
say.
has nothing to do with like the hardware store.
What
But
if I
yeah,
just said like Mr. Beast chocolate bar?
yeah, that'd be funny. But yeah, guys, I think we had some pretty good discussions in this episode. But in the comments,
Yeah.
if you would please, comment what food or drink, whatever, that you think is underrated, or condiment, obviously, because these guys are talking about condiments and stuff. Excuse me. If you enjoyed this video, please subscribe and like. Noel, once again, thank you so much for joining. Do you have anything you want to say? Oh man, shout out your YouTube channel. Even though you have like
Oh yeah.
way more subscribers than me.
I do.
Oh yeah.
Oh, I don't know. I thought you had more because you've been doing it for so way longer.
No, I've been stuck at like 68 for like a long time.
Bruh, I'm stuck at 129 for however long it's been.
More than
Well,
68.
I'm inconsistent,
Hey.
guys. Okay, I'm inconsistent. That's my problem. Uh, Follow the YouTube, Instagram, Noel Rodriguez Visuals. If you guys want to shoot done on your car. Um, I promise my camera's not like this camera here. I don't know what's going on here.
Yeah, it's like
I
some
don't control.
security like
I don't
CCTV type
control this at
like
all. I don't know what's going on. I just have really bad luck, guys.
Five
That's all
Nights at
it is.
Freddy's camera like
Exactly.
what's going on here? Whoa,
You
what's
see
We're
this,
gonna
happening?
have
bro?
to end it before he
Bro,
but yeah, guys, check out his channel. He's
can you
extremely
edit
talented.
the explosion? You know, like they just have that explosion meme.
It
I
Like,
looks like your
could
head's on fire right now. It
I
looks like
I could, but I'm not going to.
okay,
Yeah, honestly, with all the edits we're gonna have to do in this episode, I'm not even gonna put a like a background behind it.
this guy.
I'm gonna just throw it in iMovie and just cut stuff out. Man, I got time. I gotta do. You know what's funny? Because when Hayden like I like disconnected or whatever, and then he rejoined, he went like to the bottom, even though
Mm,
it's supposed to be like me and him at the top. And
yeah,
so what I usually do is I just mask around like each individual box and I
yeah,
just leave it there. But since that happened, I can't like really do that now. So I'm just
yeah.
like, I'm not even gonna bother with masking it. I'm just gonna throw it in iMovie. I'm gonna put in like a little like apology. Hey, here's what happened, and just we're gonna go from there. You know. But thank you guys for watching or listening to this episode. We will see you guys soon. Um, Stay safe. I don't know. It's been a little
yeah,
bit.
be safe, everybody. All
How we
right.
Yeah,
going?
wear your mask.
Wear your mask. Yeah, that's
Yeah,
a
in
throwback.
2025. Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly.
All right.